I just dropped my CD. Alright. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, yes. Alright. Hi. I lost my page. Where is it? I'm going to be reading straight from this, but I just wanted to reference a couple parts. That's 17. Alright. Hi. I'm Franco. I'm going to be talking about chapter 17 and 18 for the Kite Runner. So in chapter 17, so the chapter starts off by resuming things back to Amir's perspective after being on Rahim Khan's perspective the last chapter. So this is after he told Amir about his life with Hassan while he was gone. After he finishes talking, the sun is setting, so it's creating like a really kind of like foreboding mood where it's like, what's gonna happen? Like some bad news are coming up. So after he finishes talking, Amir just gets like a rush of memories of his life back in Kabul, and after this he asks Rahim Khan, "Hey, is he living there? Is Hassan living there still?" Rahim Khan just kind of sips his tea and he's like, "Here," and hands him a letter and a Polaroid. The Polaroid has a picture of what Hassan describes as this, like, basically an uncanny, so describes him as basically the same, like he would have recognized him if he bumped into him in the street. He says he's just confidently, arms crossed, smiling. Sorry, I need to focus this. Arms crossed, smiling like that, with a little kid hugging his thigh, smiling too. So the Polaroid shows Hassan and his son. His son. I already made that joke in my CD presentation, but I'm gonna keep on doing it because it's really funny. It's not, but I'm in quarantine and I can do it because I'm by myself. Anyways, so the Polaroid shows both of them together, and Amir's just taken aback. He's like, "This is great. Like, I'm glad I got to see him, basically." And then he starts reading the letter, which is a letter that Hassan wrote to Amir, and that he had Rahim Khan deliver to him. And the letter, he essentially breaks down to 3 parts. The first part is just him, it's just him basically reminiscing, like, "Oh, I hope you're doing great. Do you remember all the, like, great summers we used to have, how we used to play and all that?" The second part is essentially him telling him, "Yeah, no, the Afghanistan we used to know, gone. Completely out the trash. Like, violence is ensuing everywhere. You can't do anything. Whenever I have the chance, when violence isn't too big, I take my son out. I take him to the zoo to see Marshall the lion, which is something that Amir used to do with Baba. Takes him walking. He teaches him how to read and write because he doesn't want him to grow up stupid like his dad. His words, not mine. Because literacy does not define smarts. Except in society it does, but not really, because 2 of my grandparents don't know how to speak or write English. But they're smarter than most people, in my opinion. Sorry for that tangent. Anyways, so that's the second letter. He tells him how, or second section for the letter, he tells him how he talks to his son a lot about him, and how he hopes that one day they get to see him. And then the third letter, it's basically him talking about Rahim Khan's, like, really bad decay and his condition, how he's dying, and how he's hoping that he can see how Hassan hopes that he can see Amir one more time. And then if he ever comes back, he can find a faithful friend in him. So after this, Amir's really emotional, and he's like, "Okay, is he still..." Wait, sorry. He's like, "Where is he?" And Rahim Khan just, like, crosses his legs, and he's like, "Listen." He doesn't even tell him listen, he just kind of starts speaking facts, and he's like, "Oh, well, one day the Taliban came when I wasn't at home, because there was rumors that some Hazaras were living in this abandoned house, and they came in and they told Amir and his wife, "Hey, you need to leave because you can't be here because you're Hazara." And Hassan was like, "I'm just taking care of the house for the man who owns it. Once he comes back, you can talk to him." And everyone around him supports him. Like, yeah, no, he's just living. He's not living there. He's just helping out. But then the Taliban's like, "No, you need to leave now." And Hassan's like, "Ba-ba, ba-ba." And the Taliban's just like, "No, out in the street now." And basically, Rahim Khan's just telling Amir this while Amir's in complete disbelief. He's like, no, this can't be true. And basically, Amir Khan just says, so the Taliban took him out, and Amir's like, no. Put him on his knees. No. Put a barrel to his head, and shot him in the back of the head. And Amir's like, no. And then Rahim Khan's not done. He's like, oh, his wife came out. And he's like, no. And they shot her too. No. Self-defense, they claim. No. And then after that, Amir's just kind of like, okay. He's just in this, like, complete, utter disbelief. Once the chapter resumes, Amir asks Rahim Khan, hey, so what happened to the kid then? And that's when he realizes, like, wait, this might be about the kid. And Rahim Khan confirms it. He's like, I called you here because I wanted to see you one more time before I died, but I also have a favor to ask you. And Amir can see through it. He's like, okay, you want me to get the kid? And so he's just like, I can't do that. Like, I can't risk my life. I have my entire life in America. I have a wife. I have a house. I have a dog, dude. A platoon? That's my dog. No, he just essentially says, like, I can't do that. Like, why do you expect me to do that? I can't. But then Rahim Khan claps back with, I think we both know why it has, like, why you have to do it. Why I'm telling you to do it. To which Amir's kind of like, okay, fine. And he was going to say something else, essentially, but then Rahim Khan's like, there's something else I need to tell you. And to be completely honest, this is where I was like, wait, what? No. Essentially, Rahim Khan just goes on to say, hey, listen. Ali was infertile. And Amir's just like, what? Like, no, he wasn't. He had Hassan. And Rahim is like, no, he didn't actually. The first wife he had, because Sanabar wasn't his first wife, married him for 3 years and left him because she was childless. And then when she remarried, she had 3 kids. And then Amir's like starting to connect the dots, like, well, no. You can't be serious. And then Amir's like, no, not Hassan or Amir. Rahim Khan's like, yeah. Essentially, your dad kind of had an affair with Sanabar, and Hassan's your stepbrother. Half brother, my bad. Just abridged. Just about. And to this, Hassan's just like, not Hassan, Amir, she's like, come again? He's like, no. You're joking, right? Like, you can't be serious. And then Rahim Khan's like, no, it's true. Sorry, I'm looking for this one specific part. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. So essentially, after he tells them, like, oh, well, yeah, he was sterile. His dad's, Amir's just like, well, then who had Hassan? And then Rahim Khan's like, I think we both know, I think you know who. And Amir's just like, no. And then he uses very colorful language to express his distress towards the situation. By which I mean he curses out Rahim Khan and storms out the building. He's like, I can't believe he's like, how could you hide this from me? Like, how could you guys do this to me? And he essentially storms out the room, and he's extremely upset, and that's where the chapter ends. Chapter 18 is 3 pages long. It's essentially just Amir going out. He goes outside of the apartment, and he goes to this Salma bar shop. It's just a tea shop. And he orders a tea to collect his thoughts. And his thoughts are racing. He's just thinking like, how could I be so blind to not see this? Like, he always gave him his presents. He cured his hair lip. He, like, when I told him to get new servants, he got pissed off. He was crying when they left, which Baba never did. Ever. Like, any other time in the book, he never cried. And I'm thinking the same things he's thinking. Like, how did I not notice this? Like, I knew something weird was going on, but I didn't think it was gonna be that. But after this, I keep on saying, I'm very sorry for that. I'm working on it. I'm just kind of doing things in my head that don't let me flow out coherent sentences for some reason. Maybe it's the quarantine into me. I'm sorry. Anyways, after another tangent. So after this, Amir is like, oh, well, how could my dad live with himself? Like, the one code he had in life was don't steal, but he stole my right to know of a brother, Hassan's right to his birthright and existence, essentially. And worst of all, he stole, like, Ali, his, like, not friend. Well, actually, not friend. Because he calls him friend when he's leaving. His best friend, basically, his nag and nagoons, which is his pride and his honor. Yeah, pride and honor. How could he live with himself if the one thing he preached was to never steal? That's the original sin, but he stole all those things from everyone. And then he goes on to a tangent to think. So how he talked about cliches earlier in the story, he's like, oh, what's another cliche my teacher would scoff at? Like father, like son. Which is very appropriate. Because, I mean, they both lied and, betrayed the people they cared about the most. So after this, Amir starts to rationalize. He's like, well, this is why Rahim can't call me back. Not just to atone for my sins, but to atone for my dad's own failures, like his own mistakes. And the only way to end this cycle of lying and to do all this, and just to fix everything, essentially, is to bring back Sorab, which is Sobar, not Sorab. Sorab or Sobar? Sobar. Sobar. Sobar? Sobar. Sobar. Sorab, not Sobar. Sorab. I messed up in the other video then because I called him Sobar. Anyways, he realizes, oh hey, by saving this kid, I can end the cycle. So he goes back to Rahim's apartment and knocks on the door. And he's like, walks inside. He's like, I'm going to Kabul. And Rahim Cat doesn't even say anything. He's just like, I'll pray for you. He literally just tells him, I'll pray for you, and that's how the chapter ends. So I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for my little tangents. I know they're irrelevant, but I miss talking to you. You being Miss Lomsky, because I'm pretty sure you're the only one who's going to watch this, because I haven't watched a single video from my classmates. I'm sorry. I don't care about their books. I care about, like, 2 of them, but, like, not enough to watch them talking for as long as I'm talking. Anyways, another tangent. Sorry. I miss you, and I miss talking to people. Especially in English, because my household is a Spanish-speaking household. Which I'm not bad at, but I can't make quirky or snappy comments like I do in these presentations. Like Hassan and his son. Alright, I love you, Miss Somsky. Hope you have a great day. Bye.